Good morning, dear students. How are you all? So, dear student, this is a video of class 11, and we will talk about the organic chemistry, some basic principles and chemistry, very first chapter of the syllabus. Okay, so you can see here is the definition of organic chemistry as it is written over there. This one is the subdiscipline, means chemistry subdisciplines, and that one actually involves the structure, properties and reactions of organic compounds. The various reactions of organic compounds you actually talk in this organic chemistry, and also we will study about the different types of structure, and that different types of structures properties we actually talk in the organic chemistry. Okay now, and you can see here that is matter in its various forms that contain carbon atom. So carbon atom, that means if we will see this one, that means the carbon atoms, the carbon materials, the matter which is actually obtained from the carbon, that can be called as the organic chemistry, but that organic compounds, but that is not the true. Here you can see the next thing, that here it is clearly written that allotropes of carbon atom, suppose allotropes of carbon atoms are what, we can write diamond, we can write graphite, and one more allotrope is, that one is Buckminster fullerenes. So these all the allotropes of carbon are not called as a organic compounds, so that we will not study in this one organic chemistry. Okay now, oxides of carbon, oxides of carbon, if I will talk about the oxides of carbon, and that also we will not talk about the this one organic chemistry, organic compounds. Okay now, like oxides of carbon, that one is carbon monoxide, CO2, okay now, and cyanide, CN. These are not called organic compounds. Okay now, so in this you have you should have clear information about that one. You will not confuse with that one. Okay, so this one was the definition, and which compounds will not called as the organic compounds you have understood. Now next thing is the study of organic chemistry. Why it is essential to study the organic chemistry? Why it is essential, dear students? The organic chemistry or the organic compounds is very essential, is very essential. That means everywhere, if I am talking about the essentiality of that one, maintenance of life on the earth, existence of life on the earth is due to the organic compounds. You can see here it is clear explanation is there, clear, it is written over there, the wide application of organic compounds like petrol, okay now, diesel, gasoline, coal, tablets, from which it these all the compounds are made up of, these all are made up of, these all are having the organic compounds. Deoxyribonucleic acid, DNA, actually used to pass some genetic information from one generation to another generation. Okay now, and proteins, you can see proteins which constitute essential components of our blood, muscles and skins. These all are important. So that is very important, and you can see here the next one is, most of the material which we use daily, clothing, fuels, polymers, dyes and medicines are made up of organic compounds. So for existing and maintenance of life on the earth, it is essential. Uh, we cannot, if we have to talk about that one, sorry, one second, we cannot stay without the organic compounds. It is essential. Organic compound is one of the essential, you can see, essential for existence and maintenance of life on the earth. Okay, dear student. Now the next thing, and that one is vital force theory. What is vital force theory? Earlier it was assumed that organic compounds actually form from the plants and animals. Organic compounds form from only the plants and animals. Okay now, this was the vital force theory, that organic compounds form. Berzelius was a leading Swedish chemist in 15 performed vital force theory, and according to this theory that there was some of the mysterious force we can say, due to which organic compounds forms. Okay na, you can see here it is written the organic compounds cannot be prepared in the laboratory. It cannot prepare in the laboratory. It is actually isolated from animals and plants only. It is isolated from animals and plants. It has not prepared from the in the laboratory by any of the inorganic compounds in the laboratory. It has not prepared from that one. So Berzelius told that it may be isolated from animals and plants. It cannot isolate directly or indirectly. So according to that Berzelius, there is some vital force theory that is actually over there, which is important for the formation of the organic compounds. According to this theory, you can see what is the vital force theory. According to this theory, organic compounds are produced only under the influence of some mysterious force existing in the living organism. Organic compounds form, okay na, with some mysterious force, okay na, existing in the living organism like plants and animals. Due to that one, organic compounds form, and that theory was known as vital force theory. He said that organic compounds form directly or indirectly due to some mysterious force. Later on, this theory has been discarded because of the discovery of some of the compounds. You will know that one. You will see that one. And here you can see the formation of urea, one of the compound which is very essential and which is actually present in the human urines, or which is found in the human's urines and also in the others mammals also. So that they have actually purported and they have seen that one. How, who was the scientist who actually formation of urea has been done by one of the scientists, and the name of the scientist was F. Fowler. Okay, so that was the scientist who said that vital force theory is not responsible for that one, but one that compound he has shown, and that one has been prepared by NH4CNO, and on heating that has prepared, after rearrangement that has prepared NH2CO NH2. Okay, now this one is urea. So he synthesized, okay na, in the laboratory from the inorganic compound. So you can see from the inorganic compound he has prepared organic compound, and later on many scientists has come and they have given the synthetically prepared, they have prepared acetic acid, methane and many more. So they have actually given that organic compounds from the inorganic compounds. Okay na, so there is, that was the death of that vital force theory. Okay na, and we can say that the laboratory preparation can also be done. Okay na, dear students, so you can see here it is written interesting this way: he accidentally obtained urea, a well-known organic compound present in the urine of man, and it is ammonium cyanide. It is ammonium cyanide, and here you can see urea is there. Okay, nice. Now later on, acetic acid by Kolbe in 1845, and the methane by Berthelot in 1856. Okay, now dear student. So this is, you have to understand, and for the video that much we will talk in the next video. Thank you all of you.